Can you throw your brain back to your first ever event and what that meant to you, and when you got over the finish line, that first medal of an event and all those kind of things?
Yeah, absolutely. So I jumped straight to an ultra marathon as my first event. Yeah, I
No
know.
way. Wow. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, yeah. So I built myself up to a half marathon distance, didn't do a race because at that time I was like, nah, I'll just run a half marathon along Southend Seafront. I don't need a medal. I was not obsessed with them back then. And then I was looking for the next challenge and I saw ultra marathons. And because I've got a background of hiking, I love the mountains. That's my happy place. And whenever I am feeling low, I just visualize the mountains because it calms me. So I knew that I can walk, I can be on my feet for a long period of time. And I didn't only just sign up for one ultra marathon, I signed up for two in 6 weeks as my first challenge. Yeah. I have done other challenges, not of that level before, but of various levels. Again, it's probably the strength of the mindset, want to challenge myself all the time.
Yeah.
Um, and the 100K it was the Yorkshire Dales one, and I run walked it, I jeffed it because some of the hills and mountains you can't run up anyway. Did it in 18 hours, and it was at a period in my life where a lot had gone on. I just made the decision 6 weeks beforehand to completely do a U-turn in my life, leave a long-term relationship, leave everything behind and start again. And yes, finishing that crossing that finish line, sorry, was a tremendous achievement. Getting that medal at the end, but the journey that I went on in my own head in that 18 hours was quite incredible as well because it was time to just reflect on everything that had happened. And it was really amazing because one minute you're with a crowd of people, and the next minute I didn't see anyone for hours as I was walking through the middle of the dark and everything else, and everyone spread out quite significantly within the 18 hours. Um, and yeah, I think the reason why I say that is because finishing that crossing line at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was such a physical achievement, but I think the mental achievement for me was far greater, doing that and just it was again that same mindset, just keep on going. I'm going to get to the end. I think the last couple of hours I was more or less walking because it was pitch black and it'd been raining. You couldn't really run. It was so muddy. Um, and it again just shows the mental resilience. And I actually finished the finish across the finish line, and I was so smiling, energetic. The burger van man was like, "You've not just done 100K. You've got way too much energy still. Go back out there." And the finish line people were the same as well. I was like, "You're so smiley. How are you not broken after doing that distance for the first time in that been out there for that long?" But it is just my happy place. So it was a massive achievement, but that's when I found myself as well.
What did you learn about yourself on that 100K?
Um, that I can rely on myself, I suppose, the first thing that comes to my mind. I think up to that point, I'd always been relying on I've always been very independent, but I've always had someone. And that, I can do things, I can make decisions on my own, I can do things for myself, that life is going to be okay. And no matter what's thrown at you, including a very heavy storm, you can just keep on pushing through. Um, and that life's, yeah, and I know who I am now, and I felt a sense of calmness of sort of going, I'm finally listening to that inner voice that I'd shut up for quite a long time.